Back today with another video, but before I get started on all the details, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It is free, it don't cost a thing, you're gonna keep coming back, you might as well join the family, so make sure you click it down below. Also, if you are subscribed, please make sure to turn those notifications on so you do not miss out on any of my uploads or when I go live. For today, I have decided to bring you guys an affordable kinky straight wig. I have reviewed a couple of some higher price ones on my channel. Some of you guys are like, that's a little bit too expensive, so I wanted to be on the hunt to see if I can find you one that is going to mimic without breaking the bank. So this is the new Outre Perfect Hairline. This one is called Shanice. It's in the color S1B30. This is what the box is looking like. I did purchase Shanice off of elevatestyles.com. I'm gonna leave some different links down below for you guys to kind of browse around on different sites to see what price works best for you guys. But yeah, this one has a 13x6 frontal ear-to-ear soft Swiss lace. It also has a pre-plucked hairline, and you do get some baby hairs. And I wanted the S1B30 just because I wanted a little bit of highlights, but sometimes I'm never really sure of how the highlights are going to look on a wig. So I do like the packaging because you can store your wig, you know, without the box tearing up. And then this is the unit. Let me see if I can scoot back a little bit, but you can see like little hints of the 30. They didn't go overboard on this unit. I wanted a little bit more, but we'll see how it looks. So like I said, you get your 2 combs on the side, no comb in the middle, a comb in the back, and your adjustable straps. And they added the elastic band on the inside, which I'm happy about because sometimes these wigs be too big on my head, especially when they're like the frontal wigs. So I am going to go ahead and adjust the straps real quick, slide it on my head before I cut the lace, and then put it on so you guys can see. Now I'm not sure of how this lace color is going to look, just because, oh, let me cut the tag off, just because sometimes it can come off a little bit light. I do have my Ebin New York tint spray. They did restock, so if you guys have been looking for it, now is the time to go and check out the website before they sell out again, because y'all sold it out and I had to even wait around to get some more. So I have my straps adjusted, so I'm just gonna slip this on real quick. Is the unit tried on before I decide to cut the lace. This is the hairline. The hairline is okay. I wish that it was plucked out to look a little bit more natural. And I'm saying that to compare to the Sensational Wet Lace units, because I feel like the hairlines on those units are plucked perfectly. So of course, when I see another company saying, you know, perfect hairline, I mean, it's perfect. I want it to look a little bit more natural. So you can always go in and pluck it yourself to, you know, make it look a little bit more natural, just depending on the look you are going for. I might pluck a little bit of hairs out, or I might leave it alone. Like, you know, when it comes to synthetic wigs, and I'm just gonna be honest, I still like synthetic wigs. But one thing I don't like about some of the synthetic wigs now are that they're becoming more work. And for me, when I'm wearing a synthetic wig, I just want to be ready to put it on and go, and not have to really worry about the fuss that you get with the human hair wigs. So that's what kind of turns me off a lot about these new synthetic wigs. Like, I love that they're making them look more natural, but I just feel like you have to put in so much work. So I'm gonna see if I cannot pluck this hairline, if I can make it look, you know, natural. Let's see how that's gonna work out. But the texture on this, guys, is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it looks realistic. It looks like one of my human hair wigs. It does not have a ton of luster to it, which I am happy about. As far as the parting space goes, the parting space is looking natural. Like, that's one thing I am going to say. It looks really, really natural. While I'm parting it, there's some of that 30, which I wish that it wasn't like that. I just wanted it to kind of flow throughout the wig, but it's like sporadically in different spots, so we'll see how that works out. But I think it looks, that parting space looks good. The knots, they're kind of dark, but they're not overly big. So it seems like the companies are starting to listen about those super dark knots that still look visible even when you put powder in it. So loving the parting space. And like I said, you get 6 inches. Yeah, that definitely looks like scalp. That is my skin, and then that's where my cap starts. And cut off my lace. I already got my hot comb plugged up so I can see how much heat it's going to take and how much I'm going to need to lay the parting space area down, because it doesn't feel bulky. It already is feeling like it's going to lay very flat. And then I'm going to see if I'm going to have to use any type of adhesive, which I probably might. I don't know yet, but we're going to see. I'm going to go ahead and work on all that, and then you guys will see the final result. So I'm just working on cutting off the lace on this unit, and I just want to see how the hairline is going to look once I cut the lace off. Now, one thing I have not touched up on is, of course, the fit of the unit, because I wanted to make sure I cut the lace off so I can give you guys a good idea of how it's fitting my head, because I do have a small head. So this one is a little bit big on me, but it's not like a floppy big, because I do have the adjustable straps pulled all the way, and then I am using the elastic band. So I would say that this is average head friendly. So now I'm just pulling out the hair from underneath the lace and just making sure to comb that hair back. And then I am going to go in with my olive oil super hold fix it spray, and I'm only going to be focusing on the very front of the hairline. One thing I did notice is that I felt like I had to add some type of adhesive to get the lace to look as flawless as possible. If not, then I feel like it was going to look kind of noticeable, and that's one thing I did not want to have to worry about. If you plan on just parting this unit in the middle, you can get away with not adding any type of adhesive, just because you really aren't going to be focusing on too much of the lace in the front. So I think you can get away with it. But if you plan on doing like different types of styling using the frontal to your whole advantage, then you may want to add the spray. So now I'm just going to take my paddle brush and work on combing out some of those kinks, running my fingers through and make sure everything is good. And then I am going to work on parting this unit. So I am going to show you guys what it looks like as a side part, and then also what it looks like as a middle part. So I'm just doing a curved side part. That is my favorite type of side part. I don't know, for me, it's kind of hard for me just to do like a straight side part. So I always kind of curve my parts a little bit. And then I'm just going to take my hot comb and just run it through the hair to get it to lay down as flat as possible. Now, the hair was not super bulky at the top of this unit, but it did need some assistance with getting it to lay down. I'm just going to go ahead and add some powder in to the parting space. The parting space on this unit looks very nice. I'm happy that the knots are not big and super noticeable, but I am going to have to work around the hairline a little bit because the lace is coming off a tad bit dark. It could be because of the spray, but I'm going to go in and fix that. I'm also going to use some of my wax stick because I did notice some flyaways at the top of the unit. Is what the unit is looking like now. She is definitely giving me off some realistic kinky straight hair, even though she is coming off a tad bit dark. That's because I have the S1B30. They do have the color number 2 also, and they also have a variety of blended colors if you guys want just, you know, a little bit of color in your life without doing too much. Now, as far as that patch in the front, I really wish that it was throughout the wig and not in just certain little sections, but it's nothing to really complain about. Now, as far as the length goes, this is a very nice length. It's about 18 inches on me, and then the density is about 150%, so you do get some full hair. And then as far as the parting space, once again, and the lace goes, now the lace on this, I don't know, it just came off a little bit darker on me, so I did have to go in and fix it back up when I moved the parting space to the middle. So that is one thing you are going to have to play around with, is the colors of the powder that you are putting on the lace. Now, I preferred the middle part just a little bit better, just because the lace was not so much shown, and I was able to go in with the lighter powder in the front and just kind of fix it up. So this is what the middle part is looking like. Another thing with the middle part is that the color, once you try to go back really far with the parting space, there is just like a big old splash of color. So I had to kind of move it back a little bit versus keeping it on both sides, because I did not like the way that that was looking. But overall, guys, I think that this is a nice, affordable dupe. It's under $50 depending on which website you are going to go to. Did get some shedding with this unit. It wasn't a ton, and I also did get some snags with this unit, but I do love the way that the hair on this one feels, because it feels realistic to me. So if you guys are interested, I will leave all the information down below. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.